Florida shooting, gunman was member of white nationalist group, claims gang leader. The leader of a white nationalist militia says Florida shooting suspect Nicholas Cruz was a member of his group and took part in paramilitary drills. Republic of Florida leader Jordan Jerem said Cruz was involved within a cell of the organization. Mr. Jerem said he had some involvement with the Clearwater Republic of Florida cell at some point. He also said Cruz had some trouble with a girl, claiming the Valentine's Day date of the attack wasn't a coincidence. The Republic of Florida has been described as a small neo-Confederate and anti-gun control militia group, located in the Tallahassee area of Florida. It claims to be the armed forces of the Provisional Government of the Republic of Florida and the prime force at arms to protect the Republic. Cruz, 19, has been charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder. The attack comes after an FBI agent revealed the Bureau was warned last year about an ominous online comment by Cruz, but was unable to locate him. The FBI has now begun an extensive review of how it handled the tip. President Donald Trump addressed the shooting in a White House speech that emphasized school safety and mental health while avoiding any mention of gun policy. Trump said at the White House, "It is not enough to simply take actions that make us feel like we are making a difference. We must actually make that difference." Authorities said Cruz wore a gas mask as he stalked into the school carrying a rifle, ammunition cartridges and smoke grenades. He then pulled a fire alarm, prompting students and staff to pour from classrooms into hallways, according to Florida's two senators, who were briefed by federal authorities. Cruz was armed with an AR-15 style rifle and had multiple ammunition magazines when he surrendered to officers in a nearby residential area, police said. The shooting just north of Miami was the 18th in a U.S. school this year, according to gun control group Everytown for Gun Safety, continuing a troubling pattern that has played out over the past few years. It was the second deadliest shooting in a U.S. public school after the 2012 Sandy Hook massacre in Newtown, Connecticut. Today President Trump addressed the nation and vowed to tackle mental health after yesterday's deadly shooting in Florida and said the entire nation with one heavy heart is praying for the victims and their families. During his address the president did not mention gun control directly. Instead he vowed to make schools safer and made a series of veiled references to children's safety, promising to make American schools safer. President Trump quietly signed a bill into law rolling back an Obama-era regulation that made it harder for people with mental illnesses to purchase a gun. The rule meant people receiving social welfare checks for mental illnesses and people deemed unfit to handle their own financial affairs would be added to the National Background Check database. The Obama administration predicted it would have added about 75,000 names to that database. Following the press conference, Barack Obama put out a statement calling for more gun control. He said, "We are grieving with Parkland. But we are not powerless. Caring for our kids is our first job. And until we can honestly say that we're doing enough to keep them safe from harm, including long overdue, common-sense gun safety laws that most Americans want, then we have to change."